Good morning, afternoon, and evening, whatever you're sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream. Tonight, we are getting into some more of the MSQ. We're on 2.2 after the post A Realm Reborn stuff. It feels like it's been a while since I've finished A Realm Reborn. I was just thinking about this today. It feels like it's been a while since I finished A Realm Reborn, but I haven't even made it to Heavensward. And I know that that's also due large in part because we've been doing other shenanigans. We messed around with Hildebrand. We did the Crystal Towers. We did all these other different things. So this is great. But I was sitting there, I was like, damn, I'm only on 2.2. Like, I still have a lot of game ahead of me. Woo, dog, I tell you. So, I will say, first off, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good Monday night. It is hot. It is a very, very toasty one. It is, it's to the point where we cracked open that AC. We are absolutely roasting it. It's not, it wasn't even funny today. Like, I almost passed out a couple of times. It was that damn hot. But it's okay because it's supposed to cool off. I've been asking for hot weather and I received it. And then I was like, I kind of bit my tongue on that one. Now that shot myself in the foot. Getting your money's worth of content. Hell yeah, free trial, baby. That's what we're doing it. Alrighty, so let me just go ahead and say I appreciate each and every one of you. What I have just gone ahead and thrown out there tonight, everyone's here. I'm great to have you. Is we were able to add some new emojis because I've reached certain member thresholds. Once you get past a certain point, you unlock more emojis, and I've been trying to rack my brain about which ones that I'll put out there on the channel. One that we already have confirmed, let me put it this way, is the Ascan, or the Askian, which is essentially, it's a little hard to see. I might redo it with a white background. But it's a coffee mug with the La Habrea, or the La Habred Hawkmoth mask. I thought that, and I was like, I really like that. I'm going to make that happen. So that was one of the mugs that I immediately had. The That's Nuts one, because for the past like 4 weeks I've been having I ran out of nuts today. Essentially I put that on there. I was like, that's nuts. All right, that's great. And then I had just a couple of emojis, but the ones that I'm most excited for is for the ones that you guys can use when I use a dad joke, which is a good dad joke or a bad dad joke. And I was like, so instead of you guys giving me ratings out of 10, you can use those. So I thought of you guys. I thought that was going to be a good way to go about it. I thought that was fun for you guys. Yeah, so what we're doing tonight is we're getting into 2.2. We've already started a little bit of it. 2.1 had the giant, what do you call him? Moogly Boy, God King Moogly Boy. And then we had the reference to, This Is Halloween. I remember that. But it's been good. It's been a good weekend. I hope you guys have had a safe and fun weekend. Welcome in, everyone. Good gracious, look at you guys. There's so many of you guys here. Welcome in. It's so nice to have you. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I'll give you a little bit of an update. We are still standing here out here on the Crystal Tower, exactly right where we left off. You haven't missed a single thing. I haven't moved anywhere. Tornadoes here. Yeah, I was talking about this in the Discord. Actually, I had to make sure that a couple of or some of the people who were in my Discord, who I know were out in the Midwest, were okay, because there was some crazy weather over like I don't know. It's been in like the past week. The weather has been absolutely insane, like to the point where there's like tornadoes. There was like 5 tornadoes active on Sunday. Or Saturday night into Sunday, which is just terrifying. I did see that, and that's where I was just, I had to check on some people. I had to check on a handful of those who I knew were out and about and out in that area. It was Nebraska as well as old. Feels like a terrible terrible dad joke. But it was really bad, actually, the past couple days. So if you guys are out there, I hope you're safe. I hope things were nothing bad happened. I can't say that for everyone, but I just hope that you guys are safe, because it was crazy. And I've actually realized I've gotten to the point as a dad. This is weird. I've gotten to the point as a dad, whereas I can actually sit down and just watch the Weather Channel, and I watch it intently. I feel like I watch the Weather Channel more often now that I am a dad than I have ever done in my entire life. I don't know why. I don't know why I need to know what the weather is, but I'm just like, there's some rainstorms out Midwest. It has nothing to do with me. I live on the East Coast and be like, California has another wildfire. I don't know why. I can't help it. I'm just a hop, skip, skip, and a jump away from putting on some white sneakers and going out back and grilling. It's really, really that bad. It's the daddening has begun. All right, let's talk to Raubon. Let's see if it's voice acted yet. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. No, it is not voice acted. Oh, that's nice. Weather Channel blows me away with sometimes with its content. It's actually very good content. Like, I really hate to say it, or I don't really hate to say it. It's interesting that they can make the weather so much more interesting than it ever was as a kid. I don't know. So catching up where we are, we have Yugiri, who came from Garlemald. Excuse me, I always get that wrong. And them and some of the survivors, and correct me if I'm wrong, some of them of the survivors tried to get away from all of that shenanigans, so they came here looking for refuge, and of course Ulda's already surrounded by tons of refugees from Alamigo and all these other various places, and essentially they were denied because of all the syndicate members, which one of them is Godbert, by the way. And they got essentially voted out that they can't help him. So Alfie Boy is trying to do his best. Garlean territories, but not Garlemald. Okay, all right, thank you. Garlemald conquered. She came from Doma. Garlemald conquered them. Got it. Essentially a refugee. Her and her people are a refugee, which again, I really hope that you see that she does in fact have a dragon tail. There's a lot to unpack, a lot to get started. I've been like hyping myself up for the past 5 minutes because I've gotten like 7 hours of sleep over the past 2 days. So I'm like, yeah, let's get into it. Drinking lots of coffee, lots of coffee. Ara as the new race, right? I mean, you could have saw the tail, and it's just like, like I saw it on the character select screen again because they of all the expansions that they've made essentially free. So, Dragonkin. I think Dragonkin is more appropriate, right? Out with it, Master Alpha, no.
Hello there.
The Volkswagen, thank you for grabbing the cup. Welcome in. That's right, female Raptors are coming in Dawn Trail. I actually watched one of the videos. Don't ask me why, but I saw it and it was like people were freaking out about that as being a customization. And lots of people were super duper excited. It's funny seeing the community of Final Fantasy. It's interesting, let me put it this way. It's interesting to see the community of Final Fantasy get very excited about something that I have no idea why they're excited, but it looks cool. And it's like, you look at that and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, so female rockers, okay, just different customization. It really doesn't, it's not necessarily like a brand new job. It's not like the Pictomancer or the Viper, nothing like that. It's, you know, it's just a different customization. People have lost it. They're like, this is the biggest deal in like the longest time. Like, this is such a big deal. And I like seeing that. I like seeing people get so damn animated about their about the game. That's fun. You see people enjoy the game. You want to have fun too. You can mistaken most of the races of Final Fantasy of FF14, even Rothgar, for other forms of media, but all raw. It's from 14 aspect too. Were female only and Rothgar were male only for a while. Oh, okay, all right. That makes sense. Waiting so long for a male Vieira. What do you guys think about that? Actually, that's a good question. I'll ask you guys this. What do you think of either, we'll say, race locked or gender locked races or gender locked classes? Is it worth it? Because I look at it in the sense of like, what's it like? Guild Wars 2 essentially is full customization. You have all your races. You can do whatever. You have a male, female, doesn't matter. But then I look at, like, I think it's Black Desert Online. I think is a good example, because I'm pretty sure that they have a couple of gender locked classes. Like, you can only be correct. I have no play into Black Desert, but I think it's like, I think it's like if you're an archer or one of the archer class, the ranger class, it's only female, right? See, that's interesting. It's interesting to hear both sides of it. Like, personally, I'm not too big of a fan of gender locking. However, I can see why sometimes they might do like race locking. You know, like there's a class that only one race can be. That makes more sense to me. Had race locked classes, but those races were also gender locked. Yeah, like gender locking to me isn't. I don't necessarily think is the best way, but I love like when it's like lore accurate. And again, I go back to all those days at World of Warcraft, like when you had only for humans, you could only have dwarves and or excuse me, for the Alliance, dwarves and humans, only paladins. That is it. The Alliance or the Horde did not get paladins. I love that, right? Because then that's like a unique thing. That is something that you brought to the table that's unique. But then it's like, you know, on the Horde side, you had Harn, trolls, and orcs in Classic that could be shamans, but no one on the Alliance could do it. I love that. Locking content behind character creation feels scummy. Yeah, I could be with that. There's a lot of games that I feel like there's a lot of games I could learn from, just instead of trying to make it too unique, is actually understand the feedback of what the community is, right? As like 12 female classes, 6 male classes. Like if they took the feedback from what players are actually interested in, like I feel like they would do a hell of a lot better. Depends on how the game's designed. But it's not fun to be gender locked, and the sexism is par for the course. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna say I have a mug for that. Gender locking classes in Final Fantasy XIV would not work with being able to play all jobs on one character. That's true. And again, I think Final Fantasy XIV completely never has to worry about that, because one job can be, or excuse me, one character can be every single job as long as you work for it. So you defeated the question before it was even asked. There you go. Alrighty. Evening, everyone. Alright, we gotta go talk to Alf now. So it looks like we're gonna take Yugiri and her people off to more donuts, so that they can go ahead and work, essentially work for their upkeep, because more donuts needs more bakers, which makes sense. Yeah, that's basically what the whole that all was. WoW is trying to ease it with their new warband system coming out in the next expansion. What is the warband system? I haven't paid attention to that. Lotro did a very silly thing where Bjornings, the race, can only be or can be. Oh yeah, that's right. They were like the shapeshifter. They were like, they turned in like bears or something like that, right? Barely gets away with gender locked outfits. They're already fixing that. That's actually funny. Share progression between characters, same count. Ah, okay, okay. Blizzard feels they need a reverse faction split as it feels too limiting. Player freedom will always trump. Absolutely. Momodi in the background. Oh, Momodi. There's few gender lock outfits that are unlocked. Ah, gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Armor to be traded between characters that are bound to a warband, meaning a cloth mage can get a plate bound item to it, and the warband. Ah, okay. Mortal enemies. Let's fleet. See, the thing with WoW for like the longest time, that was WoW's identity, right? It was WoW's identity to have the Horde versus the Alliance. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if you guys saw all of the damn Mountain Dew commercials, where there was like, oh, are you getting the red Mountain Dew or the blue Mountain Dew? Choose your side, Horde versus Alliance. And it was a big deal. I never drink Mountain Dew. I am not a soda drinker. This is one thing I don't do. I went out and bought some damn Mountain Dew because I was just like, for the Horde. Like, I was so excited. It was in that mindset. And now they're kind of like, yeah, you know, how many, and lore wise, I can kind of understand. It's like, how many existential threats do we have to fight and come together at the last minute as Horde and Alliance to fight the big bad before we realize that it's like, all right, we're probably better together. Why do we keep fighting between each other? It's been going on for years. Just let it go. Been the last time they fought, but no, they keep going long after that. Is Final Fantasy XIV subscription based? Yes, it is. You get a free trial all the way up until I think like, what's it, the end of Stormblood, which is the second expansion. So you have to start paying for Shadowbringers and then Endwalker. Yeah, I'm still on the free trial and I've put in like, I think like 60 hours, 70 hours, something like that. You got so much time. Actually work together in 14 was a breath of fresh air. Oh yeah. It's 100% worth the sub. Honestly, like, I played the free trial and I was like, yeah, I already know in my mind that I'm going to eventually get the subscription. Mark just got an ad for the free trial. Immediate. They're listening. Every word, they are listening. Just so you know. Well, it sounds like y'all have work to do. Lady Geary, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? That's more male Southern. I'm sorry. I could do better. That was disappointing for everyone. Starring Dolly Parton. Zach, don't tempt me, because that sounds amazing. All right, pray return to the waking sands. Pray return. Please, pray return. What the Aquanaut doing? What the dog doing? Tom said there's people who've played like 5,000 hours. There's a video that I watched a while ago, and I remember seeing it at something in my Torgal to fly away. And the guy got like a ridiculous amount of gameplay out of just the free trial. Like, it was absolutely absurd. Like, I think like, God, what did he put in? I think he put in like, he said he put in like 500 hours just on the free trial alone. There's so much that you can do. And again, like, I'm just piecing it together. For the most part, on the live streams is what you guys are seeing. I do some stuff on the side with Galactic, but that's going to be a video here in a bit. Stay tuned. I'm using your stream as a distraction from the fact that I have to cut 9,000 logs to become so... Kieranix, there was a video, and I laughed so much because the guy was talking about, and he used it in the way of Joel Javier, like the editing, the scheme of the video, where it's the RuneScape player, OS RuneScape, who got his logging up to level 99, and he got it up to 99, and it's like the last dude, and everyone's like cheering him on, and then like one person's like, so what? You spent 500 hours getting this skill to 99 for a cape, for some pixels. You missed your brother. It was like you missed your brother's wedding. Like, I mean, like, it went like, this guy went crazy hard, and then it was like, okay, well, I still have to grind out like another 500 or 600 hours worth of wood for all the cool things, and everyone's like, yeah, go back to it. Like, I was cracking up. I've never played RuneScape, but I've heard that is a game, if you really want to enjoy it and you really want to get into it, you gotta grind. That's it. Like, I've heard that you gotta grind. I feel like that's not a lot. Optional dungeons. I mean, people have all sorts of playtime here. I mean, ridiculous amounts of playtime in this game. The grind is the game. Play for me. Ooh, God. My days and hours. 1% boss fights. Steam tells you have over 15,000 hours. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Like, I was like, woo, putting in that work at 70. I haven't even hit triple digits. Late because of finals. Welcome in. Good to see you. By the way, this guy's son's name, his name is Hosen. His son name is Yosen. I bet his wife was pissed. What'd you name our son? Yosen. You're a dick, Hosen. Oh, there he is. Oh. Simmer down, Torgal. He's a good boy. I have a lot in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I have a ton in Guild Wars 2. I have a lot in World of Warcraft. And I'm adding more and more daily to Final Fantasy. I think you're queer. That giant birds that ride people like horses. I still want to try riding one, but don't already tell. Giving Tokyo, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Oh yes, if you guys got a mug, any of the mugs will do. The gentleman mug is one of my personal favorites. I enjoy that the most. If you guys got them, go ahead and throw them up. Throwing some mugs in there. I appreciate that. Give me Tokyo. Westwood Bay isn't that big, so I bet you're gonna find them in no time. Yes, and don't forget, we do have the new ones. We do have the Askian mug. Now, I sat there for like 10 minutes editing just that one, and I was like, I gotta find it. Like, I gotta find just the right, like, Hawk Moth map. And, yes, you can have a tank mount. You can someone pop up? Oh, there it is. Yeah, here. Don't run. So this is towards, it's one of the later expansions. I think Shadowbringers, right? Right? Shadowbringers? Something like that. Ray, that's about an average of 7 hours a day. Yeah, Shadowbringers. And there's, I mean, for the most part, I think a handful of these mounts are quite a grind. Reputation stuff. But again, hey, Chris, could you land, actually? Could you come down? And down. And down. And look, and they pop at the top. And then I'm pretty sure they have like a laser cannon. Like if you shoot it, you shoot the laser cannons. You can shoot them at me. I don't care. That's just the mount. That is just the mount. There's lots of cool stuff. Oh, found one of the kids. Stallions. He called me a stallion. Self-restrictive account on OSRS so that 9,000 logs is being collected with an iron axe. As an axe upgrades, iron is the second worst one. Why? Giro, why? Why would you do that to yourself? It's already a grind. He's literally just riding a container with a face. Love dwarves. No, I refuse to elaborate. Yeah, so right now for my playtime, I'm at about 77 hours. 77 hours thus far in Final Fantasy XIV on the free trial. And I've only recently got past the main expansion, the main huff of the game. Where the hell are these kids? I need to find the last one. Oh, he's up here. And I mean, there's just so much content. So much content. Don't oh, Ronka. Scream. Alright. His baby numbers in comparison. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, you guys are talking about, like, literal years that you have played Final Fantasy. Like, an entire calendar year of your life was playing this game. And it's like, I put in 77 hours since the beginning of this year. And it's like, oof. Oof. I'm over here sweating. Case Garland found this, but nevertheless. Oh, we'll go to Algae in pieces. Why we adventure. His stubborn old father is called Homie. Homie! You already met. Go by your brass blades. This journey. Alright, so we're gonna depart off over to more donuts. Can you have your own houses? You can, but I think there's a certain like roulette kind of thing. It's not guaranteed. Yeah, like you have to kind of have a little bit of luck with it. So Bar, let me put it in this example because I know that you have a bunch of experience with, I mean, based off of what you guys have said, you live in this game. Bar, because I know that you have experience with Guild Wars 2. In a sense, the major difference getting into it is that it is similar in the speed of Guild Wars 2. The lower levels all the way up to level 80 is very kind of monotonous, a lot of rinse and repeat. Here in Final Fantasy, there's less emphasis on grinding levels and more so following a story. You'll have certain story elements that will just have you go out and kill 3 rats. Like, and that's it. And then there will be, you know, 5 or 6 paragraphs that you'll read. It takes a bit to get used to, because I remember with Guild Wars 2, you're just going into the Renown Hearts, you're just jumping in, you're killing, you know, 15, 20 frogs or however many it takes to fill up the bar, and then that's it, and then you move on. This game has a lot more reading early on. The more time you invest into it, the better the payoff. Let me put it that way. Enough said. Proof of the investment with the Cerberus and other shiny gear. You'll get there eventually. Yeah, and the best part is that it's not a race. I mean, hell, even with me on the free trial, like there's really not a lot. I could have just taken the teleport. There's really just not a lot. You don't have to really do anything. Let me put it this way. You don't really have to do anything. There are things that have rewards for you if you do them. Like I did the crossover event and I got the goodest of boy right here, which is, and apparently every mount flies. Don't ask questions. Every mount flies, even if it doesn't have wings. I've seen a flying tiger. It flies. Shut up. But I think that's part of the charm, you know? Like that's part of the charm thus far that I've seen with Final Fantasy. It's the only required thing. I feel an eye upon me. Where? Oh, it is. A wandering eye. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I was gonna say, you're really gonna have me fly all the way back. See, this is a perfect example. The quest was I go out there and kill one mob that I absolutely smack in like 2 hits, and then I go away. Like that's what some of the quests are, but it's setting up for the bigger payoffs. And there are harder content in comparison to like what Guild Wars 2 has. So like, think of like challenge modes. And Otter, I see your question is a perfect time for it. If you think of like challenge mode dungeon or challenge modes in Guild Wars 2, where it's pretty difficult. There's
this distinguished gentleman.
All right, throw up the mugs. You guys know what to do. Use some of the new ones. Look, we got some of the new ones. We got the shocked one. We got the that's nuts. Gentleman. All of that. Thank you, Nicola. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're okay. Oh wait,
distinguished gentleman.
And you guys are gonna hear this for another like 10-15 minutes.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at this distinguished
Nicola shows
gentleman.
up. Probably got a espresso martini ready to rock.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
And then vernacular.
Look at this.
It's gonna just go on repeat. So I'm just gonna hold off for right now. Both of you guys started jumping in at the same time. Thank you guys.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
And again, you guys know you guys have the mugs, and I think that's actually going to be enough for another emote or emoji. So we'll have to come up with a new one. I'm running out of emotions to go off of. I was lurking it for the right moment.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at this
it takes so long for it to catch up because it's bouncing off of stream elements and then coming back.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at this distinguished
Yep, no, we're still
gentleman.
going. All right.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
I should probably change that soundbite so that it alternates, you know? Okay, there we go. Thank you guys. Welcome in, you two. I appreciate it. I should probably change that soundbite so that it's a little bit different, so it changes it up at least a little bit. Real quickly, the comparison is that like challenge modes in Guild Wars 2. Let me put it this way: the challenge modes in Guild Wars 2, which are the top of the line kind of content. I mean, we're talking about like Dragon's End, that type of stuff, which is very difficult. Even to this day, is still very difficult. Final Fantasy has a lot of flexibility with the difficulty of the game. So basically a lot what you do throughout the story is fairly easy. I won't say that it's all pushovers, but it is easier. You can take each one of those unique fights and then scale them up in difficulty to make sadly we do have an ASCAN. Thank you. There we go. There's your ASCAN. Essentially, you can scale the difficulty up to almost, as in the later expansions, to like near impossible difficulty. Galactic can speak more to it because he's the only one I know that does ultimates, which tend to be like the top of the line. Think like mythic rating on a final tier boss in World of Warcraft is a good comparison. but there's had Disney type music. There's a lot of music that's all over the place, but the game, as you read and you spend more time understanding it, let me put it this way, as you spend more time playing and understanding it, and you understand the music that goes into it, it adds so much emphasis. There's a lot of reading, and that took me a little bit to get over, and I think that was my initial hurdle. But after that, I've been enjoying it. It's fun. It's kind of like you can kind of sit back, read the story, do a couple of things, and then just take it at your own pace. And again, it's a free trial, so I don't think you're missing much, right? And that's not to take away from Guild Wars 2. Absolutely. I mean, like, there's quite a few people actually who are here who are subscribed to my channel because of all the content that I made for Guild Wars 2. I made about like 300 videos. So like I very much love Guild Wars 2. I got to a point where I got burnt out on it. And I think that was the problem. And then it was actually kind of doing my community a disservice, because instead of trying to think of something fun or engaging or new, like, I was just putting out videos that I necessarily wasn't really proud of. Let me put it that way. And the community, they thankfully let me know, and I was like, I think I need to broaden my horizons. And here we are. Talking about ass cans. Nod. Aggressive nod. They flipped the they flipped the grandpa. And nothing says you won't go back someday. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, there's nothing saying that I won't go back. Just right now, there isn't a whole lot to go back to. Let me put it that way. Like, I think I only missed the last major patch of Secrets of the Obscure, and there... I'd rather explore other games and do different things. Even if in the long run, or in the short term, it's not necessarily what my subscriber base is for, which I understand that. I've had many people who are on the subscribers for my channel who only follow me for Guild Wars 2 stuff. And of course, you know, this year I've been focusing mainly on Final Fantasy. I did a bit of Path of Exile. It's diversifying, let me put it that way. But I'm also finding that I'm enjoying myself in this journey and this the gameplay a lot more, I guess, if that makes sense, because I'm being true to myself. So instead of just only thinking exactly 100% of what you guys are always going to want, which I do think about, don't get that twisted, I'm actually thinking about, do I enjoy it? Because if I enjoy it, I feel that more people are going to naturally gravitate towards me because they enjoy watching me enjoy the game. There you go. Yes. Someone get the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia sketchboard where he's like right there. Why did you become we'll say to win glory? That's more of a caffeinated dad answer. Win glory, I say. Guild Wars 2 content, yeah. And again, it's a great game. I've played it since the beginning of Heart of Thorns, which came out, I think, in what, it's like 2014? Someone correct me on that? 2014, something like that? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to these kids and like tell them that Revenant's Toll is good. I'm just gonna... It's a callback to the very first decision, and you got almost the exact same set of responses. That's right. That's right. We were on the boat. Lie to children. That's caffeinated dad. You do it for their own safety and sanity. Let me put it that way. Best way to become more powerful. You know what? We're gonna go to the Goku route. Train every day. I don't think the Warrior of the Light is the best option to come to teach kids about how they should live their lives. Might be some moral dilemmas right here. Buy it from Rowena. Is always better in the long run. It prevents burnout and your fan base will show up for you, and it's not just one particular game you're playing. And I'm glad you said this, Gira, because I actually had an idea and I'm working it out, the details. Hopefully by Wednesday I'll have a video, maybe Thursday. I want to start a new series. So I got onto this, onto Final Fantasies because I started doing the greatest MMO that I never played, which was an MMO that obviously I've never played, but have heard rave reviews and why you should play it. I'm on Final Fantasy, and I feel like I do it, owe its due diligence to go through it and play it. I have an idea for a new series, and it's off of RPGs, and I'm gonna test it out. I want to see if I can set out the layout, the structure. I roleplayed as the victim, and it's like stuff like that where it's talking about my first experiences playing these other RPGs that are out there. There's tons of them. There's tons of games out there that I feel like I've always limited myself to. So just kind of in the background. Just, you know, something I can chip away at when I'm not on stream. Otter Silver and Devastator Prime. Gira, thank you for guys grabbing for the cup. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hope you guys enjoy coffee. Testing. Did I disconnect or is the stream down? No, the stream.
Hello there.
I don't think the stream's down. Wait, hold on. No, we're good. It was buffering a bunch for me too. The stream blipped. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't have any drop frames. I don't have any encoding issues. Then came back. Oh, okay, yeah. It's lagging a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that makes more sense. Had a bit of itch. Stuff going on, music is from Jurassic Park. Going to be an adventurer too. Had a huge buffering spike. You know what's funny is that it didn't even pop up on my OBS. Didn't even give me anything. Damn it, YouTube. Nod. All right, so we got to get these guys to more donuts. It was protecting you from spoiling your new series. Did anyone hear me about the series? Like, did anyone catch it? I was really excited. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. This is a good idea. And it's like, it completely blocked out everything that I was going to say. Nope, nobody heard anything. All right, good. That is the universe telling me that I should not talk about it. Game over, man. Play 11 blind. Actually, so I did hear this. Oh wait, I gotta go steps to Nald. I did hear this actually in Final Fantasy XI. They have the what's it? The I guess it's like the Lalafell characters because a lot of them seem like they're based off of each other. But apparently, the Lalafells in Final Fantasy XI are called like Tartarus or Tartarins. Yeah, Tarus, which is obviously a big callback to the huge blunder I made on my tier list, which nobody remembers. Wink. Justice for Tartarus. I don't need any of that. Watching the stream made me realize how much longevity a good dad joke can have. They really go a lot farther than most. I mean, that's always the fun bit, you know, when like you realize that it's a dad joke, like because you know that a dad joke has matured, and the easiest way to know that is when it becomes apparent. There you go. Until you visit Privy and Tartarus steps in Tyrion lands. Oh wait, no, I need to talk to Afanu. Afanu. Named after tartar sauce. Never played, but I also don't want to pay one more sub. Hey guys, look. Hey, by the way. We have those. We have them now. Oh yeah. Yeah, apparently, like my stream went to hell. I don't know what it is. Maybe the computer's going to crap. Like, how do you fix a computer terribly? You know, like, if you're hungry, like how would you eat a computer? I think the easiest answer is you just take 1 megabyte. All right, so now we're off to more donuts. Let us go. Lettuce, tomato, onions. Prefer gigabytes. Take a megabyte. Gigabyte. They don't stop. Alrighty, let's go talk to Slathborn. Tartarus can't be named after tartar sauce, but pot potatoes aren't good with tartar. Being an IT, I hate that joke. Just trying to think of one for like to bounce back for IT and be like, well, it really seems like IT bothered you. That's so stupid. Guys, I'm running on like 7 hours of sleep. You guys got to cut me some slack here a little bit. You spotted. Ah! A few bites at a time. Jack Wolf, by the way, I think I saw you pop in earlier. Welcome in, buddy. I'm personally not a fan of tartar sauce, but tartar sauce. If you make fries with tartar sauce as part of the breading, it would probably work for those who don't like it. Oh, okay. All right, that makes more sense. Yes, I had to think about it. Yugiri makes you act unwise. All right, we gotta go over meet Minfilia. Wait, hold on, where is she? She's gotta be right here, right? Yeah, the rising stones are over here. Tartar sauce. Worcestershire sauce is infinitely better. All right, before I talk to these guys, I do have to bring up the fact that that when people talk about that, like I always love to hear the line where they sit there and they're like, you know, there's the 3 hardest things for people to say to each other. It's like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, and Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. That isn't even a dad joke. This is just something funny that I found. Workplace, that's a backroom of bar. Quarry boulder. Worst chest hair sauce. Worcestershire, as I say. Wash your sister sauce. Everyone just gives up at one point and just says horsey sauce. You know what I mean. I tried to explain that to my daughter and she's like, you make it out of horses? Is that what happens? All right, why does Yida look sad? Yida, why do you look sad? Okay, Yida's just over here being sad. Tartaroo, don't hate me, girl. I'm sorry. No, horse made the sauce. Duh. No, butter, you better stop. Butter van. No, nope. We're not going down that route. Papa meow, buddy. What's up? Always pause to see what Tartaroo is doing. What is baby oil made of? There's a lot of questions with that one. Unicorn mayo. These are all terrible examples, guys. Like you're putting up all these different sauces that I'm not sure what I'm putting them on. Is it a topical ointment? Does it go on my nachos? I'm not sure, but I'm very concerned with what you guys are saying. Girl Scout cookies are made with... You all need to just take a step back. I know that you could say these things because you can, right? Because you're putting these together, but I don't know if you ever took a moment to say if you should. Unicorn mayo, Chex Mix sauce. Get the hell out. Is NHO. NHO. I'm afraid the dome is quite busy in Vesper Bay. Or evil, I swear they put something to make you keep coming back. Yep. Never, and that's the... Saw a YouTube short earlier that said ketchup is 20% sugar, so ketchup is a sports drink. I think I've seen that same YouTube short, because I tried to argue that with my nephew. I hate that. The existence of minphilia implies the existence of maxphilia. I mean, that's not an unfair assumption, right? I will say though, on the topic of Girl Scout cookies, it is essentially mental terrorism. What they're doing, mental terrorism. When you go into any of these stores, and I've noticed that they tend to hit the stores where there's either lots of families, or in that sense where they know that there's going to be people who are essentially, we'll say like, I would even say like kind of like a blue collar worker, where you're going to go in there and they have all these girls and they look like they tried so damn hard to sell you those cookies. And being a father of little girls, I have no resistance to the cute faces that my daughters make. They're sitting there, oh, you know, like, oh, please, can I have ice cream? And it's like, it's your 5th one today, please. I can't parent any better today. And they're like, please, I give up. And then you have these girls who are sitting there, and one box of cookies can cost $10. And those, they will shake you down for $50 worth of cookies in about 3 minutes. And then it's like, oh, you could always use the reasoning, well, it's going for a good cause. It's, you know, for these girls. I don't know what the hell they put in these cookies. I really don't. The Thin Mints, you pop those bad boys into the freezer, maybe 30 minutes, right? You go and take them out. They're cold, they're crisp. And then that's $50 that you lost. That's all I will say on that. Always buy, but oh, me wanting Samoa. Adventurefuls are my new favorite Girl Scout cookies. Thin Mints, love them. They're made with capitalism. Don't mess with the Girl Scout cookie racket. Freezer Thin Mints is a must, absolutely. National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon #1, the cover, the primary ingredient in that. All right, I'll have to take a look. that you don't have cash anymore because they take credit. They are on top of it because they're like pulling out like the little what's it, not Cricket, but it's like the little handheld card reader. You don't even have to tap. Most watches you could just go boop. Like, I don't even have to have my wallet on me for them to shake me down for money. It is a racket to no degree, and you can't mess with them, and you can't say no. Square, thank you. Yes, and they just go boop. They take it right from your wrist. They take the money. Buy it with me. You went around the neighborhood and knocked on the doors and take orders, and then they delivered them in the snow when they arrived in February. That's how I grew up. And I think someone said that they did change manufacturers. Yeah, they don't taste the same, but they're good and they're addicting. All right, let's go talk to our British cat lady. Oh, not voice acting. Used to run a Girl Scout troop for my sister back in the day, and every year our neighbors would wonder why we were dealing drugs. Dealing drugs.
How goes the fishing?
Oh,
Caught
hey,
anything
voice acting.
slippery?
Aye, our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Much like my blood vessels.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers.
Can you guys hear that?
With the aid of the Maelstrom,
You guys can
I
hear
was
that?
able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But
Good.
there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
What? What did you say? Okay, she had an echo. Okay, God, that was terrible. That was the worst noise that you can make to have a headache. Go like, ah. Hers was, ah.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
Moan. There's a reason they changed voice actors. After that, they were like, nah, Memphilia, this ain't it. You can't go like, ah. When the migraine hits just right, sometimes you just gotta moan. Wait, hold on. I probably have a mug for this. Like, the problem. Oh man, this is terrible. Yes, dear. Now I have
There
it.
is the explanation.
Super suspect.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise mid surging waves to wash away the finless ones.
This guy has a lisp. They're trying to you guys are trying to explain Minfilius Moan and be like, oh, sorry, I'm having a 1.0 flashback. We got to talk about the giant crab guy who has a lisp. Foon. You over here talking like Mike Tyson. Foon, if thou begin. Our lord shall rise from the myth, thirding waves to waft away the finless ones. I'm trying, guys. I really am. I really am. Y'all are killing me with this.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
The staff writers for this script are assholes because they gave him nothing but S words. Who puts cessation into it knowing this dude has a lisp? They are cruel. This is cruelty on crab people. They knew it. Oh shit, that was loud. That was very loud. I was not.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
I'm fighting here. I'm fighting some demons over here, guys.
We have outstayed our welcome.
Revenge for laughing at it. Yeah, I just got that back. That was big. Whew, we're okay. Like Brian all over again. While speaking bubble. I mean, sure. I don't think its base gets canceled immediately.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Nod. You didn't have to pan to me. You knew I was gonna nod.
Before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this.
Elidibus.
But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
That is not what I've been calling Tartaru. Tataru. Damn it.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes.
To attend the extermination. She's getting kind of aggressive.
The true nature of the echo.
Man, they really furrowed her brow, didn't they? Like, I mean to attend their
Very well.
extermination.
I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Listen, Thancred, last time you tried to end the world, buddy. I'm not gonna let that go. It happened like last week.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
The same. Taru for long. Tataru.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Yugiri, we've explained why. Oh wait, no, you don't know about primals.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Okay, never mind, Yugiri. I was about to say, come on.
Primal?
You don't know. Okay, good. You're an unknowing. Never mind.
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
East doesn't have that issue, really. Yes.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people,
Recap
I
for
would
the
lend you
skippers.
my blade.
In his defense, Thancred wasn't feeling himself and he needed Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never
You
help
accidentally
seeing
became an
allies.
Askian, is really what happened. You became an Askian and tried to end the world. I was hungry. I gotta stop skipping lunch.
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Tommy. Askins. Well prepared. La Habrea offers you some La bread for you. The sea rises. I can't do. I've tried to do a Bane voice, but I end up sounding like I have like smoked 6 packs of cigarettes a day for the past 10 years. That's a very specific reference. You get the point, though. Elidibus is interesting. He's always intrigued in me from the first interaction. Yeah, where we had to chase him down and we had a whole bunch of eyes looking at us. Oh, look at all these people. Limsa Lominsa is always popping every time I come here. Tons and tons of people. Come on, Galactic. Let's go, Galactic. But if I can't kill you, if I can kill you, but I can kill you if you look at me wrong. Yeah, Elidibus is interesting. Ah, Meryl Street. Self-defense. Zoidberg only slightly deeper. What makes, if I can't do Bane, what makes you think I can do Zoidberg irony? Like, that's the next level. Oh, it's easier. Just do Zoidberg. I'm not even gonna try. I've embarrassed myself enough at the Minfiliamone. That is gonna be a YouTube short. The Minfiliamone. Hey, Nino, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see ya. I think I'm like 3rd class or 1st class private dad still. Private dad. Backstory gets so much better. Oh yeah, Meryl Webb is like one of the best. She is the best alliance leader in my opinion. I agree. I was actually really glad I chose Marauder to be here in Limsa Lominsa. Nod, aggressive nod. You have to do stuff to get promoted. Private dad will get upgraded. Moon Philia. Oh, that's so gonna stick. All right, where do we gotta go? Western Lenoska. We're going to Aleport. Return the beacons. Minfiliamone is when your parents would walk in. Oh, 100%. That's like what's it? They always joke about the GTA screens. Like the GTA screens will be rotating through, like loading, and then like that one where it's like the girl who's leaned over. I think it was like San Andreas. Yeah, that's when your parents walked in. It never fails. Never fails. That was a private until after. A private dad will get a promotion. Ooh, skirt. I need to go in here. What is your name? I'm gonna try to say this without pissing off the YouTube gods. Is it Falk Brita? Falk Brita. We're gonna go with Falk Brita. Falk Brita. So close to being so bad. So close. Was it right? Did I get it right? Hey, all right. See? I'm not even gonna try to get her like partner over here. Amida's ass. Amida's. Oh my goodness. I need to step out of this conversation and then walk my way back in. Okay, Bulk Brita. Half of Rose are Welsh. Half of Rose names are guessing. Like, let's just call it what it is. Oh dear. Goblin D's.
This distinguished gentleman.
Nino been in there for 19 months. Go ahead and throw out some mugs. We got to throw out mugs for our boy Nino. Been here nearly since the start. Give the Caffeinated Dad's line. There we go. Still stand by my comment for the last time. The NPC random generator. Nino, thank you for your continuous support, buddy. You've followed me since early on in my Guild Wars 2 days. I think shortly after I even got my first 1,000 subs, and I could actually consider this even working towards a job. Galactic, I know that you're at least over 24 months, if I'm not mistaken. 24 months, I think. Something like that.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, guys. Again, we're just going to keep throwing out mugs. Just keep throwing out mugs. Let's do...
Look at this distinguished
Let's do
gentleman.
the distinguished gentleman mug. That's got to be the mug for the night.
Look at this distinguished
I appreciate
gentleman.
that. And then Nino with a gift. It's guys, stop. I've talked to you about how I handle gifts. I'm not very well at handling them.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
All right, I gotta go up over here. I missed that whole quest text. Thank you, guys. Lore accurate row name. For my alternate character, friends laughed. It looked like a bot. Well, the row names are a little bit odd. I found, in my opinion. All right.
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
Are you moving from Final Fantasy 14 to from Guild Wars 2, Dad? First, Mr. Kimadori, thank you. Thank you for the donation. I think for right now, I'm focusing on Final Fantasy 14. I haven't completely ruled out doing anything for Guild Wars 2. But I just feel like I've gotten to a point where there really isn't too much for me to do. I've done quite a bit, and actually many of my videos are still I need to find he's over here. Many of my videos are still doing well because there really hasn't been all that much content. It's not a gift for you, Dad. It's for the others. Welcome in the new member. Well, I welcome you all in. You guys throw out the mugs and all your gifteds and all that. Again, I don't know what to do with my hands when I receive stuff. I've talked to Nicola about this, yet every stream she's like, oh, I got you. Oh, we're gonna make you work. Yeah. You mean you don't want to do the obsidian armor grind? Was it that easy for you to for you to read through that line? I wasn't really feeling the grinding. I was actually halfway to getting through the PvP armor. That's really what it was, and I was like, I'm just there's only so much I could do. All right, we dive deeper into the caves. All right, so now I think I have to start considering multiple multiple new emojis. I gotta talk about this. I gotta figure this out. Oh damn, there's a bunch of corpses right here. put it aside for Little Espresso's channel. She's actually gotten a, we're still waiting for the final, kind of like layout for her channel logo. But she's actually, what she's really interested in is, it's actually kind of pretty heartwarming, I'm not gonna lie. She is focusing on making Minecraft build videos, where all she does is just build things, and like build towers, build houses and stuff like that. And actually, if you follow me on Discord, my first kind of like new series video is going to be talking about the game Enshrouded, and why I've actually just really enjoyed Mutilated Corpse of a Maelstrom. Nice. And her and I have actually talked quite a bit about different builds and like how you can build your own house and do all these things. And like her level of detail is so much better than mine. Like I just put up 4 walls and I'm like, yeah, we did it. That's where we live. That's our house. And she's got flowers. She's got like wall pictures. She has animal pens that are all meticulously laid out. And she's so excited about it. So, all right. Absolutely. I'll do that. Yeah, I think that's causing chaos when I'm not dodging twisters. The caffeinated twister. You know what? That we could do that as a mod. I'll figure out a way to put that as a mod. Found a bunch of bodies. Thank you, Walkrita. Scouts in distress. All right, so we're over here just killing a bunch of people. Is really what they're doing. Comfort is important. Oh, especially in Enshrouded, yes. But like she's giving me like tips on what I should do, and she was like, "Well, you should probably set out some more like you should really get a better fireplace in your house, right? Because the one that you have is too small for that size of the room." And I was like, "You're really worrying about like layouts of the fire in my house? It's a house. I just need to hop in." Like she's going into like extensive levels of detail, and it's hilarious because I don't have that. Merle web. Feng Shui. She's got like a certain level of artistic talent that I don't have, and I don't know where it came from, but she's just on point with it. So I'm happy to work together and edit her videos and put them together the way that she needs to. She's really animated about it too. Like she's already like drawing out, like, because I told her about like my channel emojis, and she's like, "Oh, I love emojis." So she's trying to put together channel emojis too. Like it's like some of those stuff where it's just, even if she doesn't continue on YouTube, let me put it this way, even if she gets started and she's like, "This isn't really for me," I love how excited she gets, right? I love how excited she gets, because I remember doing that stuff, and my dad really made a very big point. Like, if I was excited about something, he was like, "All right, we'll give it a shot. We'll go ahead and give it a try." I remember one summer I was really into golfing. I don't know why. I was really into golfing. He bought me a set of golf clubs, and I remember that. I never really played outside of that, like, a couple of years. He even took me golfing a couple of times. And he was like, "Hey, if you really like it, we'll do it." And it's like, that type of precedence is something that I want to continue on with my kids. Like, if you're really into it, you got my full support. Let's do it. Let's go ahead. So she's really into YouTube, and that's, she really wants to make Minecraft videos. There we go. Titan security. All right, so we got to kill the crab priest. Gift and subs reminded that I have to make a mortgage payment, so that was a win-win situation. Gira, let me put it this way: like, if I helped you out saving, making sure that you're not late on your mortgage payment, I'm happy to do so. I love it. I love it. I'm glad that I could help you out. That was the whole purpose of it. Cash for the death bag. My dad is like that too. He's always been my biggest cheerleader and it means so much. It's really a big deal when you have your parents' support. Even if as a parent you know that they're not going to stick with it, right? Like, if you know that your kid isn't going to fully stick with whatever they're into, it doesn't matter. They're not going to remember what that activity was or what they're going to remember is that you had their back. And I swear by this. This is like one of those like foundation dad moments. I'm about to put on my white sneakers, start grilling and telling you about this while I fix your tires. If you have kids and they are excited about something, they aren't going to remember the activities. They aren't going to remember being out and, you know, you driving to all of that. They're not going to remember that. They're going to remember that you were there supporting them for what their activity is, especially when they're young. Especially when they're young. When they're older, they can have a little bit more reasoning. They can understand in that way. But they're going to remember the emotions behind it more than anything. Dad tip of the day. Makes you think you're a dad or something. Yes, right now, I can thank a retired super genius for getting me excited to play the game. Right now, I have not paid for the sub yet. Right now I'm just doing straight. This is all free trial. Happy and feel supported, heard, and understood. That's all that matters. And I'm not saying that's, let me just say, like, I'm not sitting up on my pedestal like, oh, I'm perfect. I am not by any means a perfect dad. I still have a real work job that I have to do. And I say real work. This is, I won't call this work, but you know, it's a more of a hobby. Let me put it that way. And there are times where I'll be the first one to admit I get frustrated. I get a bit angry because there's, you know, one kid's crying, the other one's like asking me a whole bunch of questions while I'm trying to answer a work call. Like, there's a lot of different things that go into it. So I won't sit here and say that I'm perfect. Absolutely not. But I think that what really is important is that you have those core values. If you can do your best by your kid, and that's all anyone could ever ask for. Legitimately. Like, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be there. There you go. All right, me and your Stoller are about to go mess up this dude. To battle, we shall ride. Speaking of like all this talk of kids and stuff, where do I have to go? Am I missing something? Oh, I gotta go into the lair. Gotcha. Speaking of that, like, I've had a couple conversations because I have 3 daughters. I don't have a son. But like I was kind of talking about like son names, like what I would name my son if I had one. Insert the Dinkelberg meme right here. And it really came up. Can I just fly over this? Okay, nice. It's funny because it came up and I was like, you know, what would a mountain climber call his son? Answer's easy, actually. He would name his son Cliff. Ah, you guys weren't ready. Dad joke. That was a heck of a wind up for that joke. No comment. Yep. Not Crag. Action canceled. You are under attack. Is there any more? think Cliff is not a bad name. It's not a bad name, not in any regard. I just think it's kind of funny. It's like when I talk about that in regards to mountain climbing. I'd imagine that any mountain climber would have like a theme, like a saying. You know how like some people have we'll say, quote unquote, like that's their word. I would imagine that a mountain climber would say like his go-to word is Boulder Dash. That isn't even really a dad joke. It's just something that I like to think of. Wouldn't it be Rocky? Yeah, Chris, you guys don't have to help out on these ones over here. I know it's still kind of a tied to the fate. You don't have to help with these guys. No, that's a dad joke. It's not really a dad joke. That was a low effort dad joke then. The Everest would be the perfect mountain climber something. I feel like that would go with the girl. I didn't. I just killed the fake guy. Literally another. Oh, all right. I just saw people dying. These guys aren't a part of the fate. Let me just sneak over here. Boop. Dashed my boulders for an accident with that phrase. There's something about dad jokes that I feel like the reason that I like them, one is because it can usually make people kind of groan, but it's almost like a badge of honor, right? Like this is just my opinion. Let me put it this way. Is that when I tell a dad joke, like I feel like it's like one of those things. It's like I know that this is going to be like obnoxious or annoying, or it's just kind of like ugh, like why do it? But it usually, like 9 times out of 10, it gets someone a laugh. It gets someone a smile. Like, and I think that's what the fun part of it is. Let me put it that way. I gotta turn that down. That was very loud. Come on, Y'shtola. Get off the floor, Y'shtola. Let's go. That's a very unfortunate forehead. Oh, these are all drowned soldiers. Right? Or no, Serpent Reavers.
Patrols of soldiers and civilians both.
Thancred.
Did I miss much?
It's about time he showed up. Oh, Yagiri. Yagiri. Yagiri.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Doman.
Yagiri coming out hot.
I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Come on, Thancred. Do your Thancred thing. Huge debut of Ninja Rogue. Got it. Backstab. Backstab.
To the Aetheryte.
This entire time, the Warrior of Light did nothing. Caffeinated Dad was just like, oh, it's impressive, I guess. I've done nothing. Trick attack. Damn, someone just got iced.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Damn, she's so cool. Everyone's sitting here, it's like, wait, hold on. I want to make sure I don't get the...
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Meryl Webb, the entire time, is like, it's just like, everyone's like, oh, I got the trident of destiny, and she's like, I cast gun. Like, it's just pop, 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 pop. She just iced 6 of these fish people. This is so good.
Long have you shriveled Sorwalker, tormented our kind.
I feel bad, like we're about to kick some dude with a lisp. We're about to kick his ass. Like I feel bad, man. Like this is like he can't help it, but like.
But no more. Your time is at an end. You shall perish with salt in your wounds.
Official side stories of website. Those are those guns, or death penalty and annihilate. He be trying to call primals. I know.
Lord of the world, hearken to our plea.
I know he's trying to summon a primal.
Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Leviathan. Can we just charge up there and kill him? Menphilia headache.
I know this sensation. It's the...
What?
Such power.
He started though, so it's fair to bonk his forehead super hard. Yes! Why did it take so long? What? Shoot him too.
Seven hells.
Shoot him again! Why are we waiting?
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
I know it's dramatic narrative, but it's just like pop, pop, pop.
Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial. I offer
Fish wizard.
you
Use gun. It wasn't very effective.
you might grant your... I beseech you.
Next turn, just use gun again.
Die, damn you!
Reload. Why are we watching? Reload. You know what's about to happen. Thank you. Thank you.
Foolish Shorewalker. You cannot kill that which is eternal.
Oh boy, that's probably a problem. That is very much a problem.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
Thing is massive.
My being am the way.
Oh no, that's probably going to be a big problem as if it joins together.
Am I not immortal? Curse you
Guess what you do next? Danger noodle. That is a very large danger noodle. No fear whatsoever. Cap Dad, that's what I'm talking about.
Where did he go?
The ghost has a lisp.
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon.
Skill issue, in my opinion.
Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Really hate to be that guy, but Limsa Lominsa, like your whole saying is until sea swallows all. You can't be mad if it actually happens. Just gonna say. See, that's a reference that you get from paying attention. That is a reference that you'll understand. Your entire city is boat. Just take the sails off. Everyone's turning to you, staring at you for saying that. Be like, it's one thing for me to fight, like, you know, Titan, Ifrit, and stuff like that. But then it's like, you guys literally have been begging for a tidal wave, and then it's like, when one gets there, you're like, oh my, what do we do? It's like, well, stop asking for it. First step. Jeez. I'm gonna be a politician in this damn game. Yeah, I was gonna say you got nothing but a mouse butt. Sorry, wasn't thinking about that. All right, so we're gonna have to go and take care of that thing. I'm guessing we're gonna have to go fight that giant no-broke. I'm guessing. Be thinking of erosion, not tsunami. Yeah, she's not thinking of the immediate effect for it to be like, oh, wrong one. Oh, a giant tsunami. Oh, okay. All right, that makes more sense. She wasn't ready for it. She asked for it, wasn't ready for it.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding,
renegotiate her fee.
Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Okay.
If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa.
Going against the... Yeah, non-echo blessed. We're not protected by Crystal Mommy. Yeah. Imagine just like normal people going out there swinging an axe against that giant beast.
That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
Well aware.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it?
Thank you, Thancred.
The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells. Is there no
Not try
way
being a
we might
tried
strike
not
back?
being a colonizer?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
It's not what I thought his voice would
Speak
be.
freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
That's actually a really good idea, Zach. A must-needs shot glass emoji. I am on board for that. I think that's really, really good. I love watching people play through the early game. Every cutscene from the beginning has made me remember stuff. It comes back later. Yeah. It's fun.
If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Been feeling a headache. Ah!
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
They've gone prematurely white from stress. Yeah, basically every single one of them has the white hair. Every single one of them. Remember the Hullbreaker Island dungeon? I think so. That was like the first one, right?
It makes little difference who thought of it first.
It's like one of the first
so long
ones.
as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed,
She said
any further,
Naldic.
I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
This dude's basically saving the
From
world
what I have
single-handedly
gleaned of these
right now.
matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
Shouting Wilson at the boss. Remember Mistbeard.
This in itself will be no small
I don't
feat.
know offhand,
Rapid
Jack. I'm
speed
sorry.
will be
I'm gonna
required.
let you down
But
here.
even
I don't
with
know.
the cargo that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Nod.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Was Miss Spirit along the original dungeons that you had to do?
We have no better recourse.
Optional dungeon island. No, I haven't done that one.
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
He's a cool guy. His beard is awesome. His hair's cool. I don't get his goggles. Just gonna say that. What was that stare for?
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Nod. Stoic nods. I have literally changed the world with stoic nods. Tamtara Deepcroft hard. I was gonna say Galactic has a list of dungeons. Like he legitimately has a list that he's like sent to me, and he was like, "These are the dungeons that I think you should do. These are the dungeons that I think we should get to eventually." Like you just bang, 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 bang. Had all these like there was like an Excel sheet. There was a PowerPoint presentation. It was incredible. He put in so much work for this. If you guys ever doubt Galactic, he's put in so much work to make this happen just in the background. Just saying. Being a fan of MS Curator. There's a Google Doc. There's no extra. Galactic, let me talk you up. Aurum Vale, like the plague it is. I've done Aurum Vale. It was all right. All right, so we got to go talk to this guy. I 100% have a spreadsheet I was working on it earlier. I think I ended up doing Cutter's Cry like twice. Like maybe it's because we had like, it wasn't just like one person, right? Maybe it wasn't just one, because it was one person. I had two people with me. Cutter's Cry on blue. Be sure to have useful information. All right, we are Morabee Dry Docks, and away we go, Torgal. I'm not gonna lie, actually doing that crossover. Oh, geez, that crossover event for 16 actually kind of made me want to try 16. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it looked interesting. Get into it, maybe. Maybe that's something I'll work on. It would be awesome for my new series. The series that YouTube said not to talk about. I'm just saying. The in-game ad worked. Yeah. But it's also like, I think one of the fun effects that Final Fantasy XIV has done for me is actually opening my eyes to the various other games for Final Fantasy. That, oh, please tell me it's not this douche again. It's not this guy. I really hope it's not this dude again. Seem to hear, but no one else here. I'm thinking that would be fun. And I know this guy. This is the guy that doesn't wear pants. I know this guy, and I remember him, and I was like, good God, man, just sit down, stop standing up and like doing various gestures. And I made a whole bunch of fun. Ah, damn it! All right, let's just get this over with. Tractor Tire, welcome back. You're gonna have to be more specific, Ryan. Do you realize how little that actually narrows it down? Oh, dude. The leopard pants. You guys notice that he's got a little chocobo right here? A little touch. It's an aggressive amount of leg from this guy. Richard Simmons of Final Fantasy. Live beaties. Leviabetes. If you got Leviabetes and you have to kill some Sahagin, the cost of your medical welfare could be covered. What does this stream devolve to? Damn it! Leviabetes. I miss Wilford Brimley. Ugh. Dude was awesome. I miss his see, like, and then he starts gesturing. I hate this dude so much. Pseudonym. I'm the warrior of the light, and I'd like to talk to you about Leviabetes. It's the #1 killer of Limsa Lominsas. Limsa Lominsans. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. It's so dumb. You've seen better flexing from Manderville. Immediately. And Walker is just mostly just Tractor Tire. Take back everything I said. I was never part of it. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I do. I'm sorry I brought you out here. Like, are harder to pick out in the crowd than you think. He must be the real warrior of life for him to be that bold. And then this dude just shit himself. God. Oh my God, guys. Why is this a part of the MSQ? I'm like secondhand. Literally. What? Oh gods. Just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. This dude literally just dropped a shit in mid-conversation. Okay? I've only seen a toddler do that. And he didn't. This dude did not break eye contact. It was straight eye contact the entire time while he was opening the floodgates to the Hershey Highway. God, I'm done. I see, any of you who are concerned about playing Final Fantasy and all this is why reading the text is unparalleled. You read the text and you get these little details and it's like, why? Why did someone write this down? Why? And he's wearing that, like, if anyone has ever seen a kid in a diaper, there you go. We really don't know why this is MSQ. Such defecation. This was not my intention. Omar, bravo. That was so damn good. Such defecation. This was not my intention. Bravo. Well done. Oh, man. This dude just dropped a shit in the conversation and didn't break eye contact. That is both equal parts impressive, but also horrifying. Good God. Balls, man. Oh, all right. Let's get over reverse chaps with this dude. Okay. This is Monophilia. We got this. I beg your pardon, Leviathan? I see, this is unfortunate. BTD. BTD said the reason he made eye contact while he was dropping a deuce is to assert dominance. Guys, I'm running on too little sleep, and I got too much. I got the giggles right now. I can't. I can't. Oh. Oh, and then he sat down in it. Oh God, he sat down in it. Guys, this just got so much worse. He sat on it. Oh no. Oh, if you have a toddler, you know that's like the #1 rule. Don't let him sit down. Immediately you put the cheeks down. It's everywhere. Oh, I'm leaving. I fucking hate this place. Thanks, I hate it. I'm done. Done. We're going south. I'm getting far away from this jackass as I can. Nope. It's not my problem. Not cleaning that shit up. Not clean. Okay, I can't fly. Torgal, take me away from this nightmare. Oh, to your previous story. Nicole, what did you say? It's like the time walked in on a child covered in chocolate before realizing it wasn't chocolate. Do you think he just went straight back to work right after this happened? Like, it's just like, oh, that's my break. I'm done. I don't even want to think about it. Just move the fuck on. Like, we gotta put the new mugs out there. We gotta use them. They're for good use. Caffeinated Dad. Huh? Why do you smell like shit? All right, hold on, Galactic. I'll get you. Don't make Torgal smell it. Poor Torgal. But I think that man has no education. No, you're absolutely right. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be mean. He's a full-grown man who shat himself and went back to work. He did that. He shat himself, went back to work, right? Like, think about the dedication you have to your job. Sorry, hey, OSHA's been up my ass. I had, like 15-minute break. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't got time to wipe. And he's wearing it under the nut butt hut. No, that's even worse. All right. Here, Galactic, I'll leave and then you can do it. There you go. That won all the award. That won all the award. Okay, good. Oh. Walking up to the store, Marshall was like, I've seen some shit. I've seen a grown man shit. That's where I was. Where the world's about to drown and I'm watching a full grown man shit while he's making direct eye contact. I don't think he blinked that time. At least he has some fertilizer. It's so bad. So bad. Shad violation. Oh, that's even better. Miss Peter Brown dance. Oh, Shad violation. Scared. He was scared shitless. No. I don't. I want to put this behind me. I want to put this. I talked this whole deuce of a situation behind me. That was a low effort dad joke, and I'm just trying to move on, guys. I'm fighting for my life here, and I don't think anyone is I don't think you guys understand how much I have the giggles about this situation. I'm fighting with it. Whew. Leave your number 2 and take care of it. The War Leader. Real pulled that joke out of your butt and certainly left. And you guys aren't helping. Immediately, each one of you is like making a highbrow poop joke, and I love it. You guys are great. Absolutely great. Please enunciate clearly and strap yourself onto life before anyone else assisting anyone else with the others. Oh, hey, Zach. Used to be an airline pilot. All right. Listen to the music. Hey, guys. I like how he's just sitting outside of the water. They're straight up leaving us. They're like, good luck, dude. This is on you. All right, so am I just kind of putting this all together? Helm, ramming speed, obs, load, torpedoes. All right. Here we go. Music's up. Tank head. Got it. I'm on it, Chief. Okay, wow. low on cooldowns, 12 seconds till Rampart. Rampart up. That was pretty damn good. That was really damn good. I like that. I was gonna say, and look, you guys already knew. Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think my camera froze. Okay. Let's turn that off. Turn it back on. Maybe. Oh no, camera froze. There we go. Little glitchy. There we go. Alrighty. That was fun. That was hard difficulty? Look at the sage. guys actually look really cool, not gonna lie. R just really means a person. Oh, okay, okay. Leviathan. Oh, that's interesting that it's like right here. All right, where do we go now? We got to go back to Limsa. Back to Lominsa. All right, that was actually really cool. Like, cool fight. I like the idea of it. Everyone had the same color. I really don't like this. Hold on. I don't like it when it does this, because when my camera has to reset, it adjusts all the things back to its configured setting. And I don't like it. Okay, so we turn up the gain. Boom. Adjust the brightness. And a little bit of zoom. Magic. Every time. There we go. All right, let's go turn this in. That was cool. Thanks for joining, guys. Freezes at the end of a trial. I was gonna say my game froze too. Like everything froze and I thought I disconnected. We never lost coffee, and that's what really matters. I didn't die, right?
We Lominsans are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed.
That's what I said!
And we still strive now. We owe in no small part.
No, I meant the fight. Oh, I meant the light.
Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of
Welcome in, Masky.
Never has our nation.
How's that?
On behalf of my people, I
That's
give
better.
you my humblest thanks.
Aggressive nod.
'Tis meet that I give thanks
What?
to old Mistbeard too.
Turn it up as high as it can go. There we go.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated.
Dale, by the way, I think last stream you asked, or a couple streams ago you asked, what I thought Yugiri was going to be. I was completely wrong that Yugiri was going to be a rogue/assassin, or a rogue/ninja.
This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee,
I was so wrong.
I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of
Flame,
your
thank you for joining. I'm actually probably not too much longer.
to initiate them.
I want to finish up the last little bits of 2.2, then set sight for 2.3 come Friday.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
Caffeinated Dad is in between these two.
I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Taliesin again.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Oh, called out. He's got feelings for Yugiri. Called out right there.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlian, or taken up his
He's
post
just a
in
ladies' man.
Uldar, which
Look
is
at the
where he
stress in
trained
his
the ladies, you
eyes.
wonder.
Look at the stress. This dude is stressing out right now. Ooh.
Minfilia, please.
He got called out by everyone here.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master.
Everyone here just called him out.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Tome. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge
Debut
it is
at
not.
FanFest 2014. Certified woman enjoyer.
Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Okay, so this is where they introduced rogues and ninjas. Got it. That, because I don't remember seeing that as one of the original classes, so I guess this is where you would be able to unlock them, right? Damn, Yashola! Stop sneaking up on people.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in
Like
self-preservation.
Arcanus, yes. Ah, okay.
It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am
Secret
I
clubhouse.
ignorant of the Sahagins'
Among
reason
Us
for action.
have.
They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion?
Cut her off, my
And so
bad.
you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
Damn, she's awesome. I love her as a character.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Colonizer, yeah. Yeah, this does kind of double down on the information that we have with Titans, or with Titan, specifically
Man
what we
has
were doing
ever
the
put
Kobold.
himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
She's right. We know she's right. Okay, Gaius. I mean, not really. I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, such is the law, thus is the law of nature. The law of nature is always amongst the line of, like, survival of the fittest. Until they're deemed to such a point that survival is no longer, we'll say, like, you don't need to kill for survival, so to speak. And we don't know everything. And I'm gonna defend my girl Meryl Webb. There you go. She's not right, but she's not wrong. It goes back to why the gun's name. Gun's name is a death penalty. Where's this guy at? Bushman's. A gray moment that is actually gray. Oh my goodness, can you do that? Wait, it needs to be black and white. It needs to be bad is bad and good is good. Always. Can I walk through here? I can't. Need to go around. Nope, not that way. How the hell do I get through here? Oh, I gotta go this way. 3 groups with a valid claim to the same island. Can they coexist? I think that's more of the question, is that can you possibly coexist with... How did I miss this? Where the hell is this place? Oh, we gotta go the long way, don't we? Give the worst hug, slimy plus spike of fit. Die, why are you worrying about that? Bad is bad and good is good, which is, but which is which? Neither. Damn it! These moral quandaries are bothering me. And thank you, Alex. Everyone leading me down the right path. Shit-eating grain. I do my best to be a beacon. Tried to tell me about a nuance once, but I don't speak French. That's pretty good. More axe smashy, less undergrad ethics. I was gonna say, Nicole, you were following me that whole time. I had no idea where I was going. Bold of you to trust me on that. You gear it or do what's it? She's about to kick his ass. Smile, nod. All right, so that's where we'll go if we gotta unlock Ninja, I'm guessing. Used jury rig and Cote model for most of AR because the all-raw model wasn't finished yet. I'm curious to see how why they're like dragons. Why do they have like a tail like a dragon and they have like the horns or demon horns? I'm interested. You will learn in Stormblood. Oh, okay, cool. So they do explain it. All right, time to go back to more donuts. They mainly hail from there. You can't just ask somebody why they have horns. Jeez, and it's like, I mean, like, what's the nice way to talk about it? Sarah's already here, waiting. Technically, not exactly dragons according to the in-world written encyclopedia. Oh. I'm gonna have to check with these guys. Loading screen. Let's talk to Moonphilia.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place.
There's a lot more
during our visit
voice
to Vilbren.
acting. This is nice.
If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion.
This is actually really interesting because now the Echo is less of kind of like oh, you were born with it. It's like it's a part of your soul.
And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale. Yet recent events have given me cause to wonder.
Spirit.
Could the legend in fact
Gotta remember they were building
Echo?
2.0 while they were trying to keep 1.0 as low patches are when they could start putting effort into just the one version. Yeah, I agree. The rest, since I pride myself on playing non-generic classes sometimes.
Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
Okay, so the Baldessian students were the...
Postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
This is like one of those... Damn this game and its story. Why are they... Because I know that it's about to end, but it's like the cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger right before we go into something else.
Preserve.
Damn it!
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
Lolo Rito. Every damn time. Why'd he stay? Why is he sitting in the dark?
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
This stupid game. I don't need sleep. I need answers. Gotta entice you to keep playing. And there's that patch title. Oh, you want sleep? Oh, we're not. Where we're going, we don't need sleep. Ugh. Okay. I do need sleep. I do need sleep. Like I said, I'm running on like 7 hours. Hopefully I'll get a little bit more tonight. It's like a good TV series. Let's do 2.3. Just sleep is for the weak minded. Just keep powering through. Just keep going. Just go straight to Stormblood. All right. People, when they play, had to wait months for the next bit. Got it. We get the answers immediately. Noted. All right. Alrighty. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out, doing the watching along with the journey, watching a grown man shit himself. It was great. It was good fun. Thank you all for hanging out. Seriously, it was a lot of fun. I love having you guys here and we have a conversation, talk, and just chill. Honestly, it's so much fun. I do want to give a shout out, of course, all to the members of the channel, all you guys watching. Give me Tokyo, Nicola, Vernicular Ham, Nino, Giranix, excuse me, Mr. Kimadori. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for donating, gifting subs, and getting people to the channel and doing all that. We're here for the adventure, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the adventure. Whew. And how am I supposed to sleep now? We say the hell with a sleep. We got to keep going. So I got a couple of YouTube shorts coming out this week. I have a new series that I'm going to try coming out ideally Wednesday, maybe Thursday. We'll see what happens. It's supposed to be fun. That's and I'm excited about it. I'm planning on doing kind of like a wrap up of all of the each one of these, because I could do a wrap up for like 2.1, 2.2 and going all the way through and all that. I haven't decided what I want to do with that, but maybe I'll put something together, kind of like a funny retelling. We'll go from there. Cliffhangers, Dragon Ball Z's with theirs. Oh yeah, and then they would end. It would be like, will Goku be able to get enough energy from the Spirit Bomb to stop Frieza? Find out in the next episode. And then it's like, you gotta wait a week for the episode. I know. We got some stuff coming out, lots of fun things. Stream on Friday, 9:15. We'll pick up a 2.3, work our way through there. But I will say I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Seriously, thank you. And I won't stop saying thank you. Thank you for watching and hanging out. Thank you for Galactic putting this all together. I appreciate you guys. All right. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.